What's going on, you guys? Your girl NoSike, the DJ here, repping Power102Jamz right here in Chicago, Illinois. And we are here live seeing the Snowfall FX premiere. Now, you gotta stay tuned and you gotta keep it locked because we're about to see some red carpet magic. Stay tuned.
And the energy and the positive feedback from everyone.
Chicago.
Chi-town.
Damn.
Yeah.
Got a little swagger.
I love it, man. The people here are so great and so immersed in the story that we're telling.
Season 1 had a lot of twists and turns that came as a big surprising shock. Now, what is an expected twist and turn that you can see from one of the main characters?
I can't give away any of that.
Yes, you can. We're friends. We're friends, Dave.
Like,
Come on.
I think this season is really about how all these characters are all in and they're sort of taking no prisoners this year. I think last year people were questioning themselves a lot, and this year I think everyone's put those questions to bed, and that means they're going to free themselves up to do some pretty insane things.
I love season 1, so I was so excited about season 2, and I've seen the first 4 episodes, and it is a good season. So I definitely say you definitely check it out and watch season 1 because I feel like every episode is tied into each other, so it was really good.
They did a great job of kind of picking a color palette for each of the world. You know, Franklin's world has its very specific look, and Teddy's world in East LA, and I thought it was really brilliant the way that our DPs and directors set these tones to help differentiate these different worlds.
As a viewer, to me, you have to sit and watch and decide whether or not the consequences are worth the benefits. One thing I love about it is you're going to see Damson Idris, who plays Franklin, his back and forth with his mother as he tries to become, because he's a good guy at heart and he's very intelligent, but to be in that role, he has to become somebody. I'm not sure if he's going to really become that person.
So your character within this season, what can we expect from her as character growth within the episodes and as the episodes prolong?
Yeah, I think we just do a deeper dive into Louie. Last season we got to see her shell, we got to see how she kind of presents herself in life, and this season we get to see what happens behind the closed doors, what happens when she's a little bit more vulnerable and how she deals with that. Hindsight is 2020, so this show takes place in 1984 now,
right.
And you get to see people making mistakes that have been corrected now. Now we got the 10 crack commandments. We didn't have that back then. So, and you get to see people making these mistakes for the very first time. And so hopefully as the viewer, you can take from that and know not to make those mistakes.
They're definitely, on a more personal level, going to be able to be educated, and understand this piece of history. A lot of people don't really realize how important of an impact the crack cocaine epidemic had on us, not only pop culture, but also us today and our communities and how we are. So I feel us, identifying our past is really going to help us navigate our future.
Your character represents a lot of young males within our country who really just need to hustle for the greater good and for their families. So for people like that who are in media, who want to pursue acting, who want to pursue their career, what do you have to say for them as being that representative on Snowfall?
Yeah. I feel, I'm testimony, man. I feel like I grew up in an area in London, in South London called Peckham, and we were at the bottom, and I stuck my head down and I kind of focused on what I wanted to be, and it happened for me. I feel like if you speak things out and you stay close to God, then anything's possible. Yo, what's up? This is Damson Idris and you're rocking with NoSike, the DJ.